to one of my ones anyway. Still, yeah, guys. I'm just gonna go straight to this one. I was a little youth, and I was coming through, and at the time on ITV, there was a lot of boxing on TV, and there's this guy that was One Punching Man's, yeah, and his name's Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I had him on mine as well.
Yeah. I thought I'd sneak it in before Anthony mentions Mike Tyson still, cause I know he likes his, like, yeah, got Mike Tyson there. Okay, cool. Oh, it's like that.
No,
okay.
I got him.
Yeah.
But again, as I said, I choose from my growing up.
You're growing up. Yeah,
I was grown when Mike
yeah.
came about. I was grown.
Listen, man.
Get what I'm saying?
I remember Mike Tyson going, I never forget it, is against a Brazilian boxer. And he walked into the round and he must have knocked him out and then walked back to the side in the first round. I'm thinking, he's this kid. This is no manners. And the thing is, for me, I'm not a fighter. I don't know much about fighting. I don't know if I know Auntie's more into boxing than myself and whatever. But Mike was heavy, but he was small. You know what I'm saying? He was a small guy.
Mike Tyson at his peak of fighting is the same weight as Alexander Usyk.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and
15 stone.
And the thing is,
didn't fight above that.
And he never had massive legs. He always had that, you know, that tough. And his neck was his neck. Everyone said at the time, I remember,
yeah,
you know, his neck. He said he just knocked that neck off. He's not knocking it off, man. And I just, again, like Tiger Woods, you know, these guys, their personal lives kind of distracted what they could have been. You know what I'm saying? And they needed a Sir Alex Ferguson just to keep them in line. You know what I mean? Them ones that just say, go home to yard now, and send man to make sure they go home and never leave out the house, to go to the club when they're going clubbing and say, get back to the yard. If they just needed that, and everyone know Mike Tyson when he went to Don King and he kind of got a bit too much party and he kind of, you know, things never really worked out from there. But you have to say, Mike Tyson, he terrorized people. Absolutely terrorized, and he could have been the greatest ever if he carried on the way he's done. Like Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods could have broke all the records and done the dance already. Mike Tyson, unfortunately, his personal life tripped him up on the way. Not like Muhammad Ali, who had
wasn't in his personal life. You see, the problem with what happened to Mike Tyson, he got too much scheming, wicked black women out there. No, I'm just gonna talk it, fam. Scheme, because bro.
Yeah, it got done, man. It got done, bro. It got done over.
Look what Robin Givens and their mum did Mike Tyson away. They did him over, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Saw him coming, you know, and mugged him off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's our black mothers, that's our black empresses, you know, who were showing their black sisters and the black girls up underneath them. So it's okay for you to grow up, go out the man, used him just for his money, then palm him off.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we have to be mindful of what we're doing. We can big up black people as much as we want, but we got a lot of black people who've shamed us. And Robin Givens is one of them.
Boy, man,
Robin Givens is one of them.
Man went there, you know. Man went there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you know me, fam. You know I talk the thing. I got no time for no wrapping up. Robin, if I seen her tomorrow, I tell her to her face, you're a wicked black woman. For what you did to Mike Tyson, you're wicked. And oh, God's wickedest judgment comes on you.
I have to agree with you about Mike Tyson, though, because like the guy for me, again, I was more of a, you know, in that kind of modern day boxing, I was more of a Lennox fan.
Yeah.
But Tyson, you can't. I mean, the guy literally was, I suppose, in a way, he was their Deontay Wilder. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with more skill, a lot more skill, because Tyson was actually a steward of the game. He studied boxing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, when I look at some of the fights, a lot of the fights that I see Tyson get into, he was the smaller guy in terms of height. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was knocking guys out. There was one fight I think the guy's name was Trevor something. I can't remember what his last name was. Yeah, that guy. When I see Tyson fight that guy, the guy couldn't stand at the end.
That when he couldn't stand him.
Yeah, he couldn't stand. Best start.
Stops me. Madness, bro. The reaction, the delayed reaction to his legs.
I was laughing, bro. The guy, Tyson was just a beast, man.
I'll tell you what. You see, for me, Mike was great, but the best knockout for me, when you got 5 minutes, go and watch it. Put Mike Tyson versus Pinkland Thomas and count how many punches Mike Tyson throws before this man hits the deck. Just count how many punches he throws, how many combinations this man took before he hit the deck.
What's it called?
Pinkland Thomas. Mike Tyson versus Pinkland Thomas. Watch it and count it. Count how many, bro. Every time I watch it, I just think, yo, Mike Tyson was beast, you know. It was beast, and that's the sad thing for me with Mike and Lennox Lewis and that. Yeah, everybody thought Lennox, had to beat Mike Tyson, but you didn't beat Mike. Not when he was the baddest man on the planet. You beat Mike Tyson, but not when he was the baddest man on the planet. When he was the baddest man on the planet. He was unbeatable.
Oh my! How did they not throw the towel there, man?
Oh, you see?
My!
I'm watching it right now as well, you know. Oh my!
How did they not throw the towel there, man? Come on! Oh.
Count how many punches, my man.
You can't even keep up with it, bro. The guy threw so many punches in that little rally, yeah. But how did they not throw the towel in there?
This is what I'm saying, fam. This is what I'm saying, fam. And this is what I'm saying about. We're going off subject 2 seconds. Me and Roger was talking about the Wilder, obviously, Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing we're saying. You know, look at the beating Pinklon Thomas just took. But he never came out and says, because Mike had this in his gloves and he had that in his gloves and he put this in the water and they didn't do that. This is what I'm saying. That's why I don't even call his name the chump who's fighting Tyson Fury on Saturday. I don't call his name because as a black person, he's embarrassed me. Because as black people, you know, we can, as people, we don't win everybody doesn't get W's every day. We have to take losses in life. And it's how you respond to losses in life that shows you what type of person. Like the Bible tells us, it's easy to love the people you can love. It's easy to love Roger. Roger's my friend. But can I love the geezer who chatted lies on me and got me sacked from my job? Can I love him?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is the thing, fam. And that's why I got no time for it.
He's just full of excuses. When I heard him say that, his outfit and mash up his legs, I was like, dude, come on, man.
Bro, he's too much. It hurt his neck. You know what I mean?
His press conference yesterday. We'll talk about it after.
We'll get to. I think we're going to do. But next week we're definitely going to be doing a boxing special because we're going to catch up on the boxing and we do a reflection on the internationals as well. Still, But let's carry on, guys. Right, we're going to close off soon. But I still reckon we're still missing some heroes on his list anyway. So I'll put Mike Tyson there. Right, Marcus, go on. Who else? You got? There is some great.
You know what? There's one guy that I wanted to put on there. Right. He wasn't so much like when I was growing up inspiration, but just watching his journey in general. And it might sound like a strange one, but I had to put Rude Hullet on there.
Oh, yeah, same here. Same here.
Yeah, the guy, we know the guy was an absolute baller, achieved so much, for himself, and he had a great reputation as well. But what I also liked was the fact that because he also went into management, do you know what I'm saying? And you're talking about at a time again where there wasn't really no black managers. So for me, he was a great footballer. You've gone in and you've tried to break the barriers in terms of and for me that just got my respect completely. So I put Rude Hullet on there.
No, I've got him on my list, bro. I didn't want to go too early on him anyway, so we'll see somebody else pick him. But you know what as well? I believe he's the first black international captain to pick up a winner's to lift up the trophy for Holland. When he won it for Holland, and what makes it even better, he had dreads on. Because remember the Brazilian captains weren't black. The best
Carlos
baller.
Alberto was black.
Who?
Carlos Alberto was black.
Alberto.
Yeah, 1970. What you sniffing?
Bro, listen,
was
man.
he captain? Yeah.
He's captain.
Yeah.
Was he the? Oh, he's okay. He's
Carlos Alberto.
He's about 15 shades lighter than me, bro. He's Portuguese. He's definitely Portuguese.
Oh, here we go.
Yes,
Portuguese.
He's a
geezer, bro.
We're talking about the same player, the centre back, yeah.
The geezer scored the 4th goal in this 4-1 World Cup final against Italy. Carlos Alberto.
His hair flows down like this way. You know what I'm saying? But okay, right. So when I say, got a bit of kink in his hair, but me personally, I you know what I mean, more than the one drop rule. What I would say,
Carlos Alberto was blacker than Garincha, fam.
Was he?
That?
Was he?
Know that?
I need to check that.
I don't put Garincha on my list, man. Garincha was a beast as well. He should have been on my list.
That was he. That's what I'm talking about. What Roger's talking. Look at the picture of Carlos Alberto.
All right. So Rude Hullet is the first European black person in Europe to lift up a major trophy for a European nation. Full stop. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody in Europe that's lifted up. I don't think has anyone done it. Lift it up afterwards. Who's captain of the French teams? It's always a Was Vieira?
No, it wasn't Vieira, wasn't no.
Was he Desailly? No, it's always
Desailly,
Deschamps.
no.
It was Deschamps. So even with France, I'm thinking it's always the who won the World Cup? Yeah.
Oh, bro, what do you mean? Even with France? France is a white man country. What do you mean? Even with France? It's going to be because it's a white man country. Stop kidding yourself, bro.
Okay.
Talking them rubbish, bro. But even with France,
Well, I'm thinking.
don't get me ignorant in here today, bro.
I'm thinking out of all the I'm thinking all the trophies they won lately. Didn't have a black player lift up the trophies.
Did you see that picture? Hold on.
Yeah, I can see your screen. No. Yeah, leave it
Did
there.
you see that picture?
Oh snap!
Zoom in.
Is that Carlos Alberto?
Yo, is that Carlos Alberto?
One
That's why I
second.
know you haven't got a clue of half the things you talk about, but you don't know.
I think you're thinking of the other one.
Revellino.
You're thinking of the other one, I think.
Mate, Jarzino's black.
Yeah, no, I know, all day.
Probably not as black as Pele.
Snap! You right?
Probably not as
Yeah.
dark as Pele, but they were black.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I just seen some pictures. You know what? I've never really watched a picture with him, you know, bro. Yeah. You know what he's? I've probably watched his goals.
You've probably been watching that 1917 black and white number of you. Because when you see him score the fourth goal, you can see he's clearly a black dude.
Yeah, I was looking at some shots of him with his afro out, man. Yeah. He's like Uno Espirito. Yeah, I mean that black. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay, that's my uncle's man. Yeah, man. Say, but no, that's common. But no, for me, Ruud Hawley, inspirational. Played for Milan in a big up time. Went Sampdoria, smashed it. Went back to Milan. Part of Rijkaard, Hawley, Van Basten, the three Dutch guys versus the three Germans is an epic period. I don't know if you guys remember that Inter Milan versus AC Milan in that period there. It was the battle of all battles, you know what I'm saying? Anti's there, you know, Anti's got Inter Milan shirt on, you know what I mean? But yo,
Never been them little also runs of Italian football. Always been the old lady, senora, bow down and kiss the ring, bro. Yeah, you know it is. Juventus, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the team that nobody can't turn down. You don't turn down Juventus. My turn now, then. Yeah.
All right, yeah, go, bro.
I'm gonna give you about 5 grand because you lot have just snuck in some sneakers there, bro. First one, I'm gonna sneak in.
Go.
The first black player to play for England, Viv Anderson.
Yeah, all day.
Viv Anderson, again, growing up in a white-dominated sport. Viv Anderson, probably the first black man to win the European Cup. It'd be interesting to think back and go back and look into it. But
No, you say Bill would have won it.
English.
So yeah, he's
first black Englishman to win the European Cup.
Cool, yeah.
First black Englishman to win the European Cup. First black Englishman to represent England. Again, with this one, it's more because he was black and I was black, because I still think he was a bit Frank Bruno for me, Viv Anderson. But as a footballer, for his playing ability, nobody could test him. He played for the greats. He played for Arsenal. He played for Man United. You know, you don't play for them established giant teams as a black man in them days if you haven't got no ability.
Yeah, not as far as Arsenal and Man United, them 3 teams there, man. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Brian Clough. That's why I love Brian. Brian Clough pushed him to become that first black player to play for England. So for me again, pioneer. Waving the flag. You know, people could even say Viv Anderson really at the time, best right back in the world, but they wouldn't look at it like that. There was argument. There was argument. And then I'll just round it off with another 2. No, I was gonna go with the 3 degrees at Arsenal, David Rocastle, Paul Davies, Michael Thomas, original Highland boys before the class of 1992 and all that fart. Yeah, we had it before with black brothers. These 3 black geezers came through Hale End, went to the famous Anfield, 2-0, silenced the cop.
I remember that day like yesterday.
You understand?
I remember that day.
Let's be real. At this time, Liverpool was not just the best team in England; they were the best team.
In the world. They're probably the world.
Yeah, even the world. Yeah. being honest, as much as it will hurt a lot of Man United fans to hear that, it's the truth. Liverpool probably with them was the best club team in world football.
Yeah, then, 100% then.
And we had Michael Thomas and David Rocastle and Paul Davies who came through. Like I said, we didn't get no programs about the class of '89. George Graham didn't get no big up about bringing these three blacks through like Fergie did through his little fledglings around that Manchester.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's different because the skin tone's different. But I'm going to big them up. These three inner city youths who I could relate to.
Yeah, man.
Who I could relate to. Who look like me. Who I could spar with on the corner. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Rocky, as you've seen the documentary, Rocky and Righty, boys from Broccoli. You understand?
Yeah.
Local talent, bro. Just like me and you sparring on the corner.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I had to talk about those geezers. Those geezers made people like us dream, fam. Those geezers made people think, you know what? I'm not just going to school to play for football. I really think I can become I think I could do this for a living.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Those geezers gave us that belief.
Yeah, man.
Michael Thomas's, David Rocastle. I remember, especially Rocky Rocastle. Oh my God. Because I remember when he got into the England squad and everything, he was frightening. He was frightening. George, if you ever watch this program, George Graham, I will never forgive you, George Graham, that you sold him to Leeds. You waste, man. You thief. You're a thief as well. I forgot.
But I think for me, I remember that game. It was a Wednesday night, and it was Liverpool versus Arsenal was going away to Liverpool, and it's because it's prayer meeting night. And my dad went prayer meeting, and my dad asked me about, are you watching the game? I said I was watching the game, and as he's coming down the drive, I shout around, Dad, Arsenal beat Liverpool. You know, and me not looking at it. I don't know how old I was then. I was quite young. I don't know if Marcus remembers the game.
89.
It was 89. Was it 89? Okay, cool. So I would have been about, I was born 76, so I would have been about, about 13, about 12, 13, you know what I'm saying? So I never knew, like I said, I didn't know the significance of what
that was the year Arsenal won it, innit, the title?
Yeah, that was one, yeah. So for me, that was, because he expected them to get bossed up by Liverpool them anyway, still, yeah? And they went there and they beat them, and then to see, like he says, the black guys do a job, it was just exciting. At that period there, especially, every time you see a black man on TV, you want them to
and this
beat.
is what I'm saying, bro. But you see, we don't get enough recognition. All we're going to hear is about the class of 90 blinking 2.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I've said this before, not just with the three black geezers. I can throw in Tony Adams on top of that. I can throw in Paul Merson on top of that.
Yeah.
They came through and won the league. They did it before Man United.
Yeah.
They did it before Man United, but we don't get the props that we deserve.
Yeah. No, I
understand.
Yeah.
But my last one, and this is a special one because it's local. Mark Walters.
Okay.
Mark Walters. Because again, growing up, me and Mark Walters, we played for the same Sunday League team, Dunlop Terriers.
Okay.
Mark Walters was at the Villa, and I remember he broke into the first team, and then when Mark Walters went to Liverpool, Graham Souness brought him to Anfield, and he went on with things, and Suey loved him, because remember, Suey left Anfield now and went and took manager's job at Rangers. And that's why I love Mark Walters for his time in Rangers, because he was getting the bananas and everything. He got it all. He got it all in Scotland. He got the lot, and he didn't complain once. And he won the fans over with his little one step over and a bag of goals. You understand?
I remember his stats. I remember I went into he went to the school there up Holt School. He went to Holt School, and guys, if you see they got like a hero, was like like the top goal scorers of all time. You have to realize this geezer. He's so far ahead of everybody. It was ridiculous. He's like on 100 goals. Everybody else is on 20, 30. Yeah.
23 and that. Yeah.
He was a
but
freaking
that's not
nation.
Mark Walters. I remember growing up as a kid, Mark Walters. And he was all the talk. He was all the talk. And because I lived local, the local team for me was Aston Villa. My mum had a lot of friends who were Villa fans, so they always used to take me to the match. Yeah. So again, I could relate to Mark Walters, and because I knew him from a personal, because he played for the same Sunday League team. I knew his cousin, the one who kicked the ball juggler. Rob. I know Rob. So the Walters, bro. So for me, again,
that's big.
And it was more personal because I knew him. It was even closer then because I knew him. Yeah. It was tangible. It wasn't like, oh, it's a geezer you watch on the telly. This geezer, I can see him on the road. Mark, there. What do I need to do to play for the Villa? And we could have that kind of banter.
Yeah, man.
So he was a great role. He was a great inspiration for myself. And I believe a lot of the young black people around that Aston community at that time.
Yeah, man. No, 100%. No. That's a good one. And I know I'm going with the corporate guys as well, but I think we have, for me, from a corporate perspective, Michael Jordan, as much as he's a brilliant player, he's also brought, growing up young. Obviously, he was an amazing player, stupid player. Amazing player when it came to basketball and whatever. For me, a non-basketballer, he brought me into like watching basketball a little bit still, and he was just amazing skills and all his business. Yeah, I love his watching the documentary that he did. You know that documentary, that 10-part documentary.
Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. Yeah,
Netflix
I just love his. Yeah, I love his tenaciousness when it comes to victory. Some of the things I didn't like but he wanted to win. Yeah, 100%.
Whether he won it all, he didn't mind. He wanted to win at all costs. Basically.
Yeah, all costs. He won. And you know that attitude of like, if a man like tries to slow to, you know, the youths that try to say, oh, he's a has-been, and try to get faced with him, and he's like, it's all right, you want to fight, and he will murder them, you know, bro.
Murder a man. He was way to murder a man. Any man dissed him. That's what I loved about Jordan as well.
Yeah.
Any man dissed him or said something, he didn't say nothing. He just take you on the basketball pitch and school you. Just have no manners. He just have no manners. Just have no manners. Michael Jordan, bro. As I says, there's so many black icons we can look at.
Bro, he's smashing. But think about it. PSG has got now. But we got Jordan, a black. You know what I mean? He on a corporate level, guys. He was on bigger money than anybody else. Long time. He made sporting silly money. You know what I'm saying? And then to have the Jordans now, PSG, one of the biggest clubs in the world now, having Jordan as their no Nike tick, but actually just having Jordan on their gear, and you know that gear is gonna go like crazy, and his footwear, you know, Nike was a nobody before Jordan. You can imagine Jordan and then Woods, these guys, black men, have revolutionized Nike, and Anthony, you might say Nike was really good for supporting black people, but we had to show is we're the ones who made them.
Put their money in the pocket.
We put them on the
map. Jordan's family, their kids, and then their kids.
The grandkids and the great-grandkids.
They're looked after for the rest of their life now.
Jordan's family have looked up to about, you know, we're at what, 2021 to about 31.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Wow. The whole family's looked after. But you know what? Funny you should say about Nike. Jordan never wanted to go with Nike.
That's what I'm saying to you, but he watched the documentary, he wanted Converse in it.
Yeah. Adidas was his boys in it. Adidas. He wanted to go with Adidas.
Yeah, man.
And that wasn't prepared to come with no dough. And then the next one he wanted to come was Converse, and he just thought, allow that, because Larry Bird wears Converse. And my man wears, and he said he wanted to go to someone who give him his own trainers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Nike did it, man. And
Nike. And his advisor kept on saying, let's talk to Nike, and he's going, no, don't like Nike shoes. Nah. But Nike were the only people who was prepared to give him his own shoe. And that's why he signed for Nike, and as they say, the rest is history.
Bro, Jordans, people getting robbed for Jordans, man, back then. Yo, bro, in America to this day, in America today,
I remember there was a big thing in America, and they were saying, you know, you can't, because people are getting killed, people are losing their life for their Jordans.
Today, even when some of the American artists, when they come over and they see the price of Jordans here, they're shocked because like this. Jordans don't spend no time in the shop. As soon as they come out in the shop, they're gone. They're gone. Still to this very day. So we have to salute that a black man is doing really well on a corporate level. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to his trainers, his branding, his continued doing out there years after. He doesn't even have to coach. You know the ones where he doesn't even need to have a podcast. He doesn't even need to do any sort of anything because he's loaded. You know what I'm saying? Every day he's making money.
Remember, you know, he's got PSG. He owns Charlotte Hornets. Remember, you know, he owns the Charlotte Hornets. Gee. If you looked at Charlotte Hornets, what they've got the Jumpman kit as well. Gee. Charlotte Hornets kit is exactly like PSG's, different colours.
Yeah.
And where PSGs have got tops, Hornets is vests. It's exactly the same. That's
how man's going
Jordan. Jordan's a legend, bro. Jordan's a Don.
Absolute legend.
Absolute done. You know, he's the next legend we don't talk, and people flipping Dennis Rodman. Prove to you again that you don't have to be the conventional, but look at his sports. Forget how he looks. Forget his foolishness and turning up in dresses and all that. Yeah, I don't approve. You know me, I ain't approving of all that.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? I'm just looking at him through his ability. Now people forget, people just think, Rodman went to the Bulls and won rings. He won rings at Detroit Pistons. When the bad boys Pistons won it. Understand? When the Pistons were the bad boys of basketball. As you know, Jordan hated the Pistons. Hey, especially Isaiah Thomas hated him with a passion.
Still hates him till now. But I hate him, bro.
He makes it clear, tell him that I don't like him today, bro. Tell ya, I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy.
Lord. But do you feel that though, Anthony? Do you feel like when you look at the Bulls there still, and obviously Jordan's Jordan, you separate line, but don't you have to almost put down Dennis Scott Rodman, and like the way you put down Cyril Regis and Laurie Conover, you almost can do Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen, because they without them two, Jordan wouldn't have won the titles, because really, especially because Scott and Pippen, everybody knew when Jordan was at the Chicago Bulls for years, scoring points and not winning anything. And then all of a sudden, when you got the Pippen comes into the mix here still, and then the Rodman comes into the pit, you know what I mean? Then you got
that combination was beastly, man. I mean,
he won the first 3 rings. He won 3 rings, then he retired, then he came back and done it again. The first 3 he won. The first 3 one was with Pippen, no Rodman. Him and Pippen. And then
that's Pippen.
One thing with Jordan was doing, because Jordan was Rookie of the Year. Jordan went on with things from the get-go. From the get-go, he went on with things he had no manners. Magic Johnson was looking at who's this geezer?
Yeah, man.
Where did this kid come from? Who's he?
Yeah, man.
But by the end of the season, that everybody knew who Michael Jordan was. Everybody knew. But one thing I will say, Virginia has raised North Carolina, them deep south, they've raised some serious people,
It's pure food, bro. It's pure food, bro. Big man food, bro. And you see what
I was watching the thing on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Voices of Fire, and it's about this pastor. He had a dream that when he was young, he wanted to build a super choir. And
I watched it. I watched it. I reviewed it, man. I watched it. Pharrell and Net, man.
Pharrell's uncle and it. And
And
he's a really good pro. But they come from Virginia, and there's start. Then back in South, and we're talking about these places where black people were getting lynched and stuff.
Bro.
You know what I mean? And the talent that still comes out from those same places.
Bro, it's amazing, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
It's amazing. It's amazing. But listen, guys, we can carry on there still, but I want to end on a positive note with these guys, and I think we just can't have honourable mention towards Palais. We know he's
I was gonna say that's what it has to be.
You got to end with the king himself. You know what I'm saying?
The greatest to ever do it,
bro.
I think the only one that I didn't mention, which was because you guys mentioned it, everybody else that was on my list was Desai. I really liked Desai.
Okay.
I think it's because I became a CB in the end. That's where like the link is where in terms of growing up. The guy won the Champions League, bruv, in 1992. You know what I'm saying as well. So
I like Desai. I liked him. I liked him as a player. I thought he was a very good defender. Very, very good defender. Didn't think of him much in the centre midfield position in IC, but
centre back was his position.
Centre back was his position. But as I says, a lot of my respect I lost for him when I found out he was born in Ghana and he turned back to Ghana, and I can't. And that's the one thing that saddens me. Like when Arsenal fans, he comes from Senegal, he plays for Arsenal. Vieira, even with Patrick Vieira, I love Patrick. Captain Invincible, love that boy there. But I have my only knock is, bro, you should have defended your blackness, bro. Sold out your blackness for fame, and you can try and dilute it as much as you want, but that's what you did. Raheem Sterling's the same. It's exactly the same. It's no different because Leon Bailey showed you didn't have to dilute yourself to get here. To become the big boy, you didn't have to do that. You understand? And I think that's what the Desais, the Paul Pogbas, all of them have diluted themselves because And they can say, oh yeah, but how come Didier Drogba didn't do that?
Mm-hmm.
And how come Samuel Eto'o didn't have to do that?
Mane, Aubameyang,
All these big ballers. Aubameyang, Gabon, bro. Aubameyang, I mean, he could have played for France, Italy.
Salah.
He played for Gabon. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't sell out for the fame and fortune. They still wanted to be footballers, and if they made it, they're representing their country.
100%, bro.
That's what I rate about those things. Don't get me wrong, you know, I love what Raheem's achieved as a footballer, as a black person. But my only gripe is you sold out yourself. You're a Jamaican, bro. You're a Jamaican and you sold yourself out for the pound.
The boy from Brent now, isn't it?
Yeah, the boy from Brent.
Yeah, exactly. The boy from Brent. Yeah, exactly.
Man should disown that straight away. But listen, guys, just want to
doing that, bro. That's it.
No,
Pele.
Yeah, Pele. Yeah, King Pele, man. At the end of the day, still, yeah, people talk about Maradona, they talk about all these times, but Pele came through a time. If you thought like things are race, Brazil was
who
banned.
Wins the World Cup? Hold on. Who wins the World Cup at 17
and scores a goal in the final, bro? Flicks the ball over a man's head, yeah, bro. Yeah, in the final, flicks it over a man's head and then brings it down and shoots. Bro.
Well, since you've said Pele, can I just say then, and here's the next one I'm going to sneak in. And this is just a different one because it's a big you. Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, bro.
Kylian Mbappe, bro.
He's prophesying, man. He's prophesying at the moment.
I want to see Mbappe become like Pele, because Pele is the only striker or attacker, if you want to say that had a goal tally even that was like similar to Eusebio. Only those two guys.
Yeah. But guys, here's a quick, because I know you two play FIFA, yeah? You remember when FIFA started doing... Oh, you play Pro Evo?
I'm a Pro Evo.
Oh, Pro Evo. You remember when they do the All-Star teams in these games, and you always reach for Pele. You know when you play up front with Pele, he's got bare skill.
He's got everything.
Everything. It's everything.
Pele can do the lot. He can play in goal. Yeah. He can play. He can start up in goal. Save it.
Yeah, we call them players the 99ers, bro, where all the stats are just boosted.
Yeah. Pele at everything. I mean, you know what I mean. So that's a great. That's the great thing with Pele. It just without fact he was always the top baller. Him. Maradona was practically there as well still, you know what I mean? But no, Pele was stupid stats, man, absolutely stupid. But you have to just salute the guy. Everybody knows Pele. If you say Pele, white, black, Asian, whoever you are,
no matter where you go in the world,
you say Pele. Yeah,
they know him, they know who you're talking about.
Not even the white footballers, not even Maradona. I can't think of white footballers got a bigger name.
Maradona didn't even score half the goals that Pele scored. You know, so he was a great footballer, but he didn't score nowhere near as many as Pele did.
Pele had a career.
Different kind of players, though.
Yeah,
the different kind of players. Yeah, they're definitely.
But for me, the teeth in World Cup.
Maradona couldn't do it.
The teeth in World Cup 1966, you know, I mean, as far as concerned, Brazil was on track alongside Portugal to actually clean up in that World Cup. Actually, Portugal kicked them off the pitch, but again, they broke up Pele in that one. But 1970, as my dad says, he sat down there, and every growing up as a youth, the World Cup that we got told about wasn't since 1966. It was 1970. Everybody, 70.
Brazilian World Cup.
The earmark World Cups was 70 and 82. Yeah, them the two earmark World Cups growing up, what you have to watch videos on, was the one where Brazil flopped and the one that Brazil succeeded. And where they succeeded was with Pele up front. They couldn't succeed with who's that mug up front in 82? I can't remember. They had some mug up front anyway. But in
82?
Yeah, 82. Yeah.
The Gino.
Yeah.
The Gino.
That's
absolute
the one.
Shocking it was. Shocking.
Man, Zico, you know, they had ballers like that, and the Socrates and all that business, they couldn't win it. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But 1970 World Cup, just the way they played, everybody knows the goals. Even Banks gets the squeeze by making a save off Pele's header. All them things, Pele could header. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys remember the movie? What is it called? With Pele and
yeah.
Oh, Escape. What is it? Escape.
I can't remember what it's called.
Escape to Victory. Yeah, Escape to Victory, man. Yeah. And Stallone's in it, as the goalkeeper in it. Yeah. That's a
Hatch.
Is it Hatch?
His name's Hatch in the court.
Oh, in yeah.
Stallone's name's Hatch, because I remember Pele going Hatch at the end. Throw me the ball, Hatch.
Listen, man, but who has to do the overhead kick, man? Obviously, Pelé, man. Obviously, we're beating the Germans, you know what I mean? Or, was Bobby Moore in that one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely crazy one. But listen, guys, absolute Black History Month special there. I think we've gone through 22. Squeezed in Deseli for Marcus there at the end, man. You know what I mean? Give me a little squeeze here. We got the 22, man, guys. You know what I mean? And I must admit, there's some names there, and hopefully, if you go through
and there's names that we've missed out.
Yeah. And I think
did you guys see the Pele movie a few years ago?
Yeah, I did. I've watched anything with Pele. I watch it. I gotta see what's going on. When he talks about, he shows more of the going up side of things.
Yeah. I remember when I look when.
But as I says, I'm going back as one for the futures, killing Mbappe, and I just want to say Abramovich. I don't know who his manager was at the time. You could have signed Mbappe at 13 and you refused.
Who's that, Abramovich?
Yeah, Chelsea could have signed Kylian Mbappe as a 13-year-old and they turned him down.
Well, we all know what happened there.
That would be, 9 years ago? Because he's only 22 now.
Yeah, but mate...
Who would have been the manager about 9 years ago? Is that what? Jose? Could have been Jose?
Bro, what are you about, man? They had Loftus-Cheek, bro. Of course they had a better ball in there, innit?
Well, Loftus-Cheek's a very good player.
They had big in size, had a big youth called Loftus-Cheek.
I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek's a very good player. I think he's just...
mismanaged.
He's limiting himself, bro. Because Chelsea don't want to play. He's not going to be a Chelsea regular, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah, he just needs to leave.
He's not going to start week in, week out. So I think he should have moved. He should have moved a long time from Chelsea, bro.
Because
remember, when he had that one season on loan at Crystal Palace, he went to the World Cup with England, didn't he?
Yeah. He just needs to go to Germany, man. Just do what they all do, but go Germany.
I don't know. I think Loftus-Cheek, bro. Ask the manager. I'd buy Loftus-Cheek tomorrow. over Granit Xhaka and over Mohamed El Neni. Yeah, you're damn right. One tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, it's good, but they're not gonna let him go to you, man. Trust me. They'll probably let him go to Crystal Palace.
You could do far worse, bringing him to Old Trafford. Him or Fred. Loftus-Cheek or Fred. Let's have it.
Bro, that's next week.
There you go, then. Say no more, then, yeah? Say no more.
Respect your brothers, them in midfield, Fred, the Costa Rican from South America, the Brazilians Costa Rican, bro. But we deal with Fred in the next show anyway, still, yeah. But listen, guys. Thanks for coming to the show. We went in over time, but we had to go through the black heroes, the black sporting heroes there, and I'm more likely to have to chop up this video and put our little segments out there or for the rest of the month. Oh, the extra work, but it's the way it goes anyway, still, yeah. But DJ Marx, I'm waiting for Spin It and Bin It, so you better get your editing thing going on in there still, yeah, because I'm waiting for the next show. Anthony, big up yourself. He has a show where he cuts off music. So Marcus is there, sits there, and he gives his first look. You know what I'm saying? And Marcus is going like he can't hide his look. He wants to go to heaven, so he has to say the truth. So he gets in a bit of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So oh yeah, by the way, Anthony, have you seen that Windrush thing? So I'm gonna keep this in the video because people can hear us chatting. In that Windrush, but the Windrush more
the Windrush thing I told you lot to watch. You mean that one?
No, the breadfruit. Is it the breadfruit thing? No. Okay, I'll put the link in the group, bro. It's absolutely disgrace.
The Windrush, is it the Windrush film with the poet?
No, not the film. It's in Hackney. This person has done a memorial for Windrush generation. You know, like our Windrush people, yeah. And she's put three pieces of fruit. I think it's soursop, a breadfruit. You should see it, bro. It's a fuming. I was fuming. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's a joke thing. You know what I'm saying? Absolute joke. I'll send it to you anyway still, yeah? I think, for all what our parents have done, our grandparents have done coming to this country, set up the NHS, rescued the country after World War II. You know what I mean? What do we get? A picture of a breadfruit on the thing about Mayor to bronze and painted green. He's just taking the mick, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Absolutely taking the mick. Imagine.
Nothing surprises no more anyway.
Bro, like breadfruit, bro. Don't get me wrong. You put foil on, bake up a breadfruit and have some ackee and saltfish. I don't know if you guys know about that still, yeah? You know what I'm saying? You know about that one, Anthony?
I don't understand why Roger always talks about these things, about do I know? Where do you people come from, Rog? Where do you people come from, Rog? No,
Jamaica St. Kitts, man.
Jamaica and St. Kitts. Listen, we're real tough Kingstonians, man. They don't ever ask me, do I know about those things, bro? I can tell you things that you don't even know about your country, bro. I ain't talking about St. Kitts because I don't really know nothing about St. Kitts.
Talk about your Madeira.
Yeah, talk about your Madeira, bro, because you're a mix-up youth. You're not even... That's funny. Did you hear what he says? Where do you people come from?
St. Kitts in Jamaica.
In Jamaica. I didn't hear no Madeira, so don't want to come and telling me about your cousins and you come Cape Verde and all this kind of rubbish. I just asked you where you come from. You said Jamaica and St. Kitts. You didn't say Madeira. You didn't say Cape Verde. Or no, you just said Jamaica and St. Kitts. All right, Marcus?
Man's passport changes from time to time.
Every week, bro. Man's passport changes. His nationality, bro. His nationality, bro. We should call Roger the United Colours of Benetton.
It's a boy. This is how we do it, man. You see all the colours there, bro. United for sport, man. People top, man. Please, guys, no flow, man. Enough jokes, man, out there still, yeah. But listen, guys, we hit this out. But next week, guys, we're gonna be hopefully covering
the Deontay Wilder fight, Deontay and Tyson,
Fury, Anthony. Who's gonna win?
Do you know what? You know what? It's a hard one, you know.
Oh man,
I don't think it is.
No, bro. Let me tell you the truth. Tyson Fury's gonna win, but I've just got this sneak, you know, that if Wilder connects him on the right, because he's got a lot of anger now. He's angry now. You've mugged him off. You've embarrassed him. You've chinned him. You humiliated him. Tyson Fury's done all those things to him. I don't know if you've seen the press conference. He twisted up Deontay Wilder yesterday in the press conference. It was embarrassing, fam. Oh, it was really embarrassing. Saying you know, your eyes don't lie. My eyes don't lie, and everybody can see what they can see. Boxing gloves ain't supposed to be it, you know, so there was things in your gloves. He's still maintaining that Tyson Fury had things in his gloves. He's still maintaining that his cornerman spiked his drink. He's still maintaining all these things, bro. So Tyson Fury's gone. So if I've done all those things, then yeah, why would I need to change my tactics if I only cheat? So he says, if you know I only cheat, he says, why have you put in all that extra work then if I'm a cheat? He says, why did you put in all that extra work? Why have you started to learn how to fight off the back foot going backwards if I was cheating? And he says, go on, answer the question down to Wilder. Shut up, because you can't answer that question, bro. Your brain ain't big enough. He smoked. He's a mugging on the arse, bro. He's a mugging. But you know, as boxers go, I just think Tyson Fury's got it, bro. But it wouldn't surprise me if Wilder knocked him out. It won't surprise me. I'll tell you straight now. It won't surprise me. Okay. It won't surprise me. All right. But if you're saying to me, you have to put a bet on who you put, it's Tyson Fury all day.
Tyson Fury. Yeah, I'll go with Tyson Fury as well. What do you say, Marcus?
Tyson Fury all day.
Tyson Fury, man. Come on. We're talking about pure boxer versus brawler. And like, we're going to just see what another thing like what Usyk did to my man.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, for real. It's the same thing. Tyson Fury is a boxer. He can box. Whereas my man's just looking for the big bang. Just like Anthony Joshua, I can't box. Because even if when you watch the Usyk fight again, if you look at Brussels, he looks really stiff. He looked really stiff. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali carried more weight than him. Them people didn't stick, bro.
Did you guys
you know what's funny?
The follow-on videos that Dylan White was talking about Joshua? That guy can be joked, man.
Dylan White was going in, man. Dylan White was...
Dylan don't play.
Dylan wants that fight, man.
Well, apparently, the way it is now, Dylan White is the official WBC #1 challenger. So whoever wins out of Wilder and Fury, their first defense of the WBC belt is against Dillian White if he wins his next fight. It's supposed to be Dillian White.
Yeah, man, he's laughing at AJ now. Trust me, man. He hear me saying he's ready. Dylan White's gonna be in the mix. He's smiling, man. He's gonna be training hard, man. He's gonna be on it, man. But listen, guys, man, we've gone into the longest show ever on this show. I think this is definitely the longest show ever, man. You know what I'm saying? But we have
it has to be special. It's Black History
Month. You know what I'm saying? So we've definitely done a big one here still, guys. But guys, thanks for your time, and guys, pray for me as I edit this show. Amen. Yo, man. Listen, guys, enough love, man. Yeah.
My brother.
Right,
man, bless you, man. Yeah, respect, dudes.
Yeah.